I find it so entertaining, like though, to see like the thing that's on the front of his suit. You know, they had such imagination in creating the futurism of it, but they couldn't think digitally. They couldn't jump the shark from analog to digital. They still got all of the buttons and buttons and buttons and levers and dials and things. Hi everyone, welcome to Old Lady Reacts. I'm the old lady, otherwise known as Michelle. I'm a huge movie buff who's seen pretty much everything. I even worked at a video store for a few years, but somehow I skipped over an entire genre of movies. So I created this reaction channel where I react to action and superhero movies and TV shows that I am viewing for the first time. Although, full disclosure in this case, I have no idea if I have seen The Empire Strikes Back or not. If I did, it would have been like decades ago. But it's such a classic, I feel like I need to make sure that I know it so that I can understand all the references to it and like how it influenced everything that came after. So this came out in 1980, which means I would have been 7. So I'm sure I didn't see it in the theater because I would not have been taking the theater. But it's possible that I saw it at someone's house later or in one of the re-releases that they had in the movie theaters, because they did have those for several years afterwards. But I do remember seeing the Star Wars Smithsonian exhibit at the Minneapolis Institute of Arts. That would have been way back in spring of 2000, so 22 years ago. It had a bunch of original models and paintings and costumes and stuff, including like Darth Vader's helmet and suit and a Yoda puppet. It was so much fun. And I remember because it was super controversial and people were really upset that they were having this movie exhibit at the Minneapolis Institute of Arts, because they were like, well, that's stupid. Props and costumes aren't art. They don't belong in a museum. Like, and I just remember being really pissed about that. How can you think that movie making is not art? It's so like exclusionary and oh, it just, yuck. I hate gatekeeping like that. But the exhibit was fantastic. I remember that, and I wish I could see it now as an adult. And right before we get started, I'd like to tell you about a new sponsor for my channel, Movie Palette. They analyze movies to find the dominant color for each scene and then put it in order so you can hang it on your wall like that. There is a movie palette for Empire Strikes Back that I will show you at the end. But this is the palette for the first Star Wars movie. I chose that one because, you know, it was a cool movie from my generation and it matches my couch. I just had to figure out where to hang it. Like, I don't know if I should leave it there, if I should put it here. Like, there's this big empty space right here that I wouldn't mind being filled with something. So go to moviepalette.com and enter the offer code OldLady15 to save 15% on your order, and they ship worldwide. But in the meantime, let's dive into The Empire Strikes Back, the next movie in the Star Wars franchise. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Ba, 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 ba. The star has been destroyed. Imperial troops have driven, this is really hard to read, have driven the rebel forces from their hidden base and pursued them across the galaxy. Has established a new secret base on the remote ice world of Hoth. Ice world, okay. So I'm trying to figure out, do I have visual images of these things in my head from some point? I don't know that I do. From the first movie, I feel like I would have remembered that trash compactor scene, because I really hate scenes like that where like people are like squished in things and trapped in things. So I feel like I would have had that visual image in my head the way that I have that visual image in my head of Lois trapped in the car in Superman during the earthquake. But yeah, it's hard to tell. It's like, have I ever seen this? I don't know. They look like those robot dogs from Black Mirror. You smell something? Oh! It's like the Yeti from the kids' Christmas movies that they used to play on TV. That was some bad CGI on the legs there. That's a great jacket. I love that.
You're a good fighter, Solo. I hate to lose you.
Thank you, General.
Is he going to say a proper goodbye?
That's right.
She's so pretty.
Fredo's gonna leave without giving you a goodbye kiss?
I just assumed he's a Wookiee.
I can arrange that. You can use a good kiss.
Yes, I wore this t-shirt for Han because I knew there'd be a lot of sarcasm between the two of them. But from him especially.
Heck, officer! Excuse me, sir. Might I? Yes, sir. You're Commander Skywalker.
I don't think the sound of his voice comes out of that mouth hole. I don't know that covering his mouth does anything. Oh dear. That's not a good sign. Oh. Poor guy. He's like strung up by his ankles. Yeah, that totally looks like the guy from the Christmas specials. The one with Herbie the... Oh, he's like frozen in there? Oh, man. Oh, there's the lightsaber right there. Ew, he's a messy eater. That's gross. Oh! Just a flesh wound. So now I really want to go back and like see what scenes, like what the scenes looked like in the original movie. Find somewhere to get, if he was smart, he would have like killed the guy, whatever thing had him, and stayed in that cave until they could come and find him.
The shield doors must be closed. Close the doors.
Yes, sir.
Oh, poor Chewie. No. That would hurt so much with your face in the snow like that. Ow. No. Poor guy.
Hang on, kid.
Ew.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Yeah, I did. I feel like I've heard of that because, like, I know. Oh, you cut the animal open and you get inside. Like, I know that's a thing, but I don't know if it's a thing from this or if that's a real thing that people do.
Commander Skywalker, do you copy?
It's so 80s. I love it. It looks like an old Nintendo controller. I love it.
She expressed her true feelings for me.
What? Why you?
She's so tiny. Yeah, I don't think we want to see that, but okay. She's going to regret that in the future, I think. So yeah, when does that whole thing come out? That they're brother and sister? Because I do know that.
Sir, I am fluent in 6 million forms of communication. This signal is not used by the Alliance. It could be an Imperial code.
I'm fluent in 6 million forms of communication. That's convenient to have around. Those guys in the back, their helmets make me laugh.
Transports. Take care, sir. Thanks.
What is that thing? Aw. They're cute. Oh, that's cool.
Preparing to.
You have failed
Oh.
for the last time, Admiral.
He can do that remotely now?
You are in command now, Admiral Piet.
Thank you, Lord Vader.
He doesn't look terribly excited about that because he could end the same way.
Stand by. Ion control. Fire.
Oh, there was another woman being in charge of stuff there. I was curious. That's not just Leia.
I could take on the whole empire myself. I know what you mean.
They sit back to back. That's so one of them can fire behind them. Those helmets are so silly looking.
Rogue group, use your harpoons and tow cables. Go for the legs. It might be our only chance of stopping them.
Okay, so this is what I remember from Spider-Man in, what's it? Oh, and in Civil War when they're like, have you seen that really old movie, Empire Strikes Back? It's pretty clever, a way to get rid of, get them to, gonna pull them tight though. Oh, smoosh. Oh, what's that one now? That's different.
Debark the ground assault.
And who's those? Who are those guys in the white suits? There's just like this random stuff, just like keeps like, here's this. We got this idea. Pop that one in. It doesn't mean anything, but we won't explain it. But it'll look cool.
And get to your transports.
Oh, wait a
Yeah, don't leave C-3PO behind. What are those little guys, though? I want to see what the little two-legged ones are. Yeah, who are those guys? I've never seen them before. Are they like his personal guards?
Wait for me! Wait! Stop!
Oh no, they left it behind.
Typical.
Oh, nope.
Would it help if I got out and pushed?
Captain Turner, Captain Turner.
Mine!
Yeah, smartass.
Just setting a new course.
Not for the rendezvous?
We're not going to regroup with the others.
Great. Well, it's still outmaneuver.
Can you get him to crash into each other? He's like climbing around all the mechanics.
The possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah, that's not helpful. It's better not to know those odds. Ah!
Said you want to be around when I made a mistake. Well, this could be it, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Yeah. I'll do nice.
Excuse me.
Are they gonna land? Oh, going inside it?
I hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he's not confident, but okay. So somebody mentioned that somebody flying into things that something they thought was a cave, but it's actually like some kind of animal that they're flying into. I don't know if maybe that was it. Oh, oh no, poor guy.
That way.
How does he know what way to go? And they're not alone in the water. Okay. Oh no, we got R2. As I say, it's not something, R2 doesn't seem like something somebody would want to eat, so it might just spit it out.
Are you alright? Come on.
Do I look all right? Oh. What the hell was that inside there?
Oh, I want that ship, not excuses.
Yes, Will.
What the hell's going on in that little pod thing?
Find out what's wrong with the hyperdrive.
Scenes like that, and you just wonder on the set, like, okay, 3, 2, 1, everybody go this way, then everybody go that way.
It's really a strange place to find a Jedi Master.
Okay, that's a huge snake right there. Are we gonna acknowledge the fact that there's a huge snake right there?
I feel like
Oh,
we're being watched.
Oh, wait, put your weapon. I mean you no harm.
Yoda.
Hey, get out of there!
No!
Look at his feet. The bottom of his feet are really dirty and gross. I love that. Okay, he's kind of annoying. See, I think I would have remembered this. This is funny.
Yes, yes, but now, let's eat. Come. Good food. Come.
Interesting first encounter.
Here, Chewie.
I think we better replace the negative power coupling.
Okay, so he was right, so maybe you could listen to him.
Sure, Leia.
You make it so difficult sometimes.
I do, I really do.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
Stop that.
Stop what?
Can I have my hand back, please?
You're trembling.
I'm not trembling.
You like me because I'm a scoundrel. There aren't enough scoundrels in your
Who wrote this scene? Oh dear.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Oh, because he has a master too. The bad guy from the first movie, there's always a bigger bad guy in the second movie.
If he could be turned, he would become a powerful ally.
That's a pretty big if. And there's snakes in his house too. All right. He sounds a little bit Kermit the Frog-esque.
Never his mind on where he was. What he was doing.
So I wonder if those facial expressions, were all those facial expressions possible back then? Or is that part of updating the technology of it? Something's out there. Oh, jeez. Oh. Ew. Oh, it's like squishy.
Sure feels strange. Doesn't feel like rock.
I don't think it's rock.
Go on inside. We'll clean them off if there are any more.
Oh, yeah, there's more.
We do.
The cave is
Oh.
This is no cave.
Nope. Oh. Oh, so the worm was on the asteroid. I thought like the whole thing that they landed on was maybe like the worm thing. Okay.
But how am I to know the good side from the bad?
You will know when you are calm, at peace.
It's very wise philosophy. But they really like snakes in this movie. Why are there snakes all over the place? And iguanas. My sister would love this movie. Lizard. What? How is he there? Or is that like some kind of exercise test or something? What? You have to challenge the dark side within you, the Vader inside of you.
But I want them alive. No disintegrations.
As you wish.
Lord Vader.
What's the movie where there's a whole thing about this original Boba Fett action figure? What was that? Oh, I think was it a Buffy episode?
Transfer circuits are working. It's not my fault.
no light speed.
It's not my fault.
Well, it's your ship, dude. Whose fault is it if it's not your fault?
No ship that small has a cloaking device. Well, there's no trace of them, sir. Captain, Lord Vader demands an update on the pursuit.
Did they land on them? There's no signal because he's part of their ship now?
All right, I'll give it a try.
No. Try not.
Do.
Or do
I've
not.
heard that.
There
There's
is
no try.
Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter.
I like that.
I don't believe it.
Try.
Is why you fail.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna run out of people to put in charge of his missions if he keeps killing them all. I find it so entertaining, like though, to see like the thing that's on the front of his suit. You know, they had such imagination in creating the futurism of it, but they couldn't think digitally. They couldn't jump the shark from analog to digital. They still got all of the buttons and levers and dials and things. Yeah, as I say, it somehow attached itself to that ship instead. And now they can't see it. It's kind of genius, honestly.
Do you trust him?
No. He's got no love for the Empire, I can tell you that.
Sometimes you trust that you can't trust someone, and that's as good as trusting them.
You have your moments. Not many of them, but you do have them.
It is pretty genius. It's a good plan, I gotta say. Oh, is that... Oh, he knew their plan. He figured out their plan. He's pretty smart.
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
Oh, well, that's good at least.
Thank you. There's nothing to worry about. We go way back, Landon.
I do like all the different worlds that they're building. Like things were so white on that ice planet thing, and then they were so swampy where Luke is, and here they're very kind of orange and pinky, and the lighting is working really well. See, that landing thing I want to see how that looked in the original. I'm guessing it might not have been as complicated as that.
And who might you be?
Leia.
Welcome, Leia.
Ew. Slimy.
I've had labor difficulties. What's so funny?
You, listen to you. Sound like a businessman.
Yeah. Domesticated and everything. It's like me and how much I love my washer and dryer.
If you end your training now, if you choose the quick and easy path, as Vader did, you will become an agent of evil.
You can't choose the easy path, yeah.
That boy is our last hope.
No. There is another.
There is another? Is Leia the other one? That's pretty. Oh, she's got a new outfit. Oh no! How is he all in pieces? Is he like a junk trader or something? Like, why would he want that?
Having trouble with your droid? No. No problem. Why?
What's going on here? Something's not right.
I've just made a deal that'll keep the Empire out of here forever.
What? That was his deal? That to turn them over to Vader? That's not cool.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
Because now I have to kill you. Okay, what does that machine do? I don't know if I want to find out. Do we ever find out who's under that mask?
I feel terrible.
Oh dear. Okay. What did they actually do to a poor guy?
They never even asked me any questions.
Do they know how that's what will make Luke come to them?
I do not want the Emperor's prize damaged. We will test it on Captain Solo.
Oh. Like I've seen him like stuck in this stuff, like a door, you know. I feel like I've seen that before, I think. Maybe even in a Christmas ornament. So he's walking right into the trap because he didn't listen to Yoda. So they get one good kiss. Again, interrupted though. That sucks.
I love you.
I know.
The famous line. I love that. Oh. That's not good.
Reset the chamber for Skywalker.
I love the little thing that sticks out of his helmet. And go, like, that's kind of cool. I have a feeling they all know he's there. Oh, it just floats like that. That's convenient. I thought that would be... It's like, how are they going to get him, like, move him around? Because it seems awfully heavy.
Joyce, what are you doing? Trust him, trust him!
Oh, we understand.
I think you probably have to. Like, what other options do you have right now?
It sounds like Han.
Let's do it just to save Han.
So it is Han Solo, not Han Solo. Oh, uh-oh. Now what's he going to do without a lightsaber?
Most impressive.
Okay, did he just like ruin his his carbon fibery thing? Oh, so now we can get the lightsaber back. So why didn't he do that a couple minutes ago? What? Oh, he's using the Force to have them come flying at him? Yeah. Kind of feels like he's cheating. Oh, now what? Oh, he's hanging on. Okay. So, you know, this, I think I've seen some of this, like...
Just open the door, you stupid lump!
Well, you don't have to be rude about it. Oh. That was close. So the Force is not like a spidey sense that'll tell you when danger's coming at your head. That is a great choice of sets to have a fight on, I gotta say. Oh, I forgot about that. I remember that. I remember, you know, I don't know if I remember it from seeing the movie, but...
Your importance. You have only begun to discover your...
Oh, dude, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall.
I am your father.
No.
And together, we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
No, thank you.
The only way.
Oh, he just Okay, see ya. Well, what did he get sucked into? Is that like some kind of air shaft? I thought it was going to end there. I thought it, yeah, I had no idea that, like, what can happen now? Ow. Like, what do you do with only one hand? I suppose he has the Force, though, to use.
Leia.
Oh, can she hear that?
Leia.
She can. Nice.
Alert my Star Destroyer to prepare for my arrival.
So he can't be happy about how he played that, though, because that's his son. And his son's like, nope, I'm willing to let myself be sucked out in outer space rather than join with you. I got him, all right. Well, that's good at least. So when a lightsaber slices off a part of your body, does it also like cauterize the wound, you know? Because he doesn't seem like he's like bleeding. So maybe it just like, and it takes it off and like seals it because of the heat in the laser, I guess.
I'll be back.
So people who didn't know that they were like a brother and sister must have been like, is she gonna be with both of these guys?
All the coordinates are set. It's now or never.
Punch it!
Oh no.
Did your men deactivate the hyperdrive on the Millennium Falcon?
Yes, my lord.
Good.
Bastards.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because yeah, I'd be kind of pissed at Ben as well, because like that, he should have been told that.
It's Vader.
He's like hiding the hand in the like, hey, whatever works.
It is your destiny.
No, it doesn't have to be. Destiny, destiny, no escaping death for me. Name that movie.
R2, come back at once. You haven't finished with me yet. You don't know how to fix the hyperdrive. Chewbacca can do it. I'm standing here in pieces, and you're having to...
God, they really treat him like crap, don't they? Like, be nice to R2, because I feel like he knows what he's talking about. Clearly he knows what he's talking about. And someone's gonna die.
For your signal. Take care, you two. May the Force be with you.
Is he getting a new hand? So awkward. Oh, fancy new hand. All right, it actually looks like a hand. I'm impressed. That's a cool scene. So what is that? I don't feel like I've seen that ship ever before. You know, there's so many Lego sets and things, but okay. So yeah, it's really just a chapter. It's not like a super self-contained movie, although the first one was. Yeah, no, we gotta watch part 3 now. That was super fun. You know, it's funny because it's such a classic, and you know, it's 42 years old, but it doesn't feel like an old movie, like other than the analog knobs and buttons and levers and stuff that I keep laughing about. But it's like once you get into it, it's so easy to just go wherever it wants to take you, because the story is interesting and the actors are clearly into it 100%, which, as I've said before, like that's what makes you forgive all the cheesy futuristic things that don't make much sense. I'm realizing how interesting it is that the entire Star Wars saga basically was created kind of from scratch. I mean, it's based on many influences and films that came before it and stories, and you know, it's a whole like typical young man goes on an epic adventure and learns how to master himself and gains wisdom and maturity along the way. But the Star Wars world is not based on like a previously written comic or book or TV show like so many of the other superhero and adventure films of that time, like Superman and even Star Trek. Like I'm really enjoying comparing it to Alien, in that both stories have this like vision for the future, but they're very different visions Like one is very colorful and heroic, and the main villain is other people and the government and wanting to be controlled, the Empire. And the other is very dark and frightening, and the main villains for the Alien series are other species that humans have to fight, which is very terrifying. I'm not saying which one is better or worse, but they both make super entertaining stories. I like that Empire Strikes Back was darker and more serious than the first Star Wars movie. It somehow feels more epic and like there's just so much more at stake, and the effects are just that much better. And although it's really hard to know what it would have looked like for those who saw it back in the early 80s. I just have to go with what I've been given here. But I'll say things felt like they've definitely leveled up. Some of the dialogue is still super cheesy, but the effects, I think they really hold up, and the sets and costumes just feel more realistic to me. I think the more serious tone and like the more adult relationships between the lead characters are just that much more interesting and meaty. And they didn't try to just repeat what happens in Star Wars, but bigger, which a lot of sequels do, like let's just do that again, but in a different setting. They really have moved the stories and the relationships forward. And I don't mind the end being somewhat of a cliffhanger. It reminds me of the end of Infinity War in that way, in that I really want to know what happens next. So I'm excited for the Return of the Jedi now. I think it's going to be really fun. And here is what the movie palette looks like for The Empire Strikes Back. You can see how different it is from the first film. I kind of love that. It'd be really fun to get like all 3 film palettes and like put them together as a big wall display. That would be very cool. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. It really does help the channel. And then click up here to watch another of my reactions that you might like. Thanks for watching with me.